Good morning, everyone. I'm in the middle of my routine. I like to get up in the morning, have my coffee, and that's normally when I put out a video. I like to put out my videos pretty early so that way people on the East Coast can get a chance to watch it before their day starts. And then after I do that and have at least a couple cups of coffee, I come out here in the desert and take my walk. Take it at a slow pace. I'm not going to do some type of crazy hiking. But yeah, I got my neighbor's property here. I want to see in case if I get in any comments. Yeah, my neighbor. Before I moved in, they had a fire, so they have a lot of stuff still left on their property. We've had a problem of people coming in and trying to help themselves to what's left on the property. He's he's working to get everything off of it, but you know that's tough when you lose everything. So I keep an eye on it. Keep my cameras at my house pointed down this way. It's a shame that people are like that. They'll just take your stuff. It's pretty sad. Out here, we get a lot of that. As I always say, people out here, they don't really live, they survive. Here, I'm going to get over here so then you can see. So those mountains behind me, it's Joshua Tree National Park. So I always have a beautiful view on my walks. But, well, hopefully we can get some people in here this morning if anyone's got any questions or anything for me. I just decided, hey, I'll start doing this while I do my walk. But yeah, it's going to rain here today. California is getting battered with rain. And these people here, they can't drive at all. So you add a little bit of rain in that mix, and yeah, it's going to be a real bad combination that you got there. That's if God wanted to depopulate California, all he's got to send is an inch or so of rain. They'll do the rest. Just walk in here. So this road that I live off of, it's a very rural road, really long, and we get all kinds of stuff that just kind of gets tossed out on the side of the road. We get a lot of people who come out here in the desert, and they'll drop, couches and stuff that they don't want. It happens. It sucks. We try to clean it up, but can't. It's a rural area. You can't prevent it. I'm gonna turn around and show you here. There's a hill back there. That's where everybody likes to take their dirt bikes. So that's a nice area. A lot of people like to dirt bike and ATV out here. In fact, I don't know if it's still going on, but we got the King of the Hammers out here. That's where lots of people, it's races and dirt bike riding, ATV riding, lots of different categories. So, pretty cool event. Pretty cool thing. I've never been to it myself. I've just seen videos. I was never into ATVing or four wheeling at all until I moved out here and it's starting to grow on me. I'm looking, bought my son a dirt bike, looking possibly to get myself something. So, you know, I might as well take advantage of all this desert out here. There's nothing else I can do. But, man, it is a beautiful morning. It's going to suck later on today, though. In fact, I'm watching the rain roll in right now. Could be just a rough day today. Be nice. It'll be cold. It'll be windy. We got looking. Maybe we'll see some coyotes this morning. That'd be cool. I got one. I got some. As I said, I got my cameras around my house, and I've caught a picture of a coyote. Came up real close to it. So I got that picture. I'll post that. I'll post it on the YouTube. But yeah, got a picture. Nice picture of a big coyote too. We got some out here. We got one that's got 3 legs, nicknamed Tripod. I've been out here over 10 years. We used to have another one on the base with 3 legs. He was nicknamed Lucky, but he got hit by a car and passed. But Tripod was a female, and she's still out here. What is some of this stuff? See, sometimes you'll come across these lots where they're already cleared. People drop stuff. Don't know. They're not building houses or anything on it. You can see the lot right there behind me. But yeah, people just drop stuff in the desert. It's so weird. And like quite literally, the dump is right up the road. It's about I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. You can go up there and dump stuff, but nope, they just pull off the side and throw it in the desert. Weird. I don't get it. But I'll go out here and see what I can find. If it's something that I can remove from the desert, I do. That's oh, here's some Amazon packages. That's another thing we got a problem of out here. People stealing each other's mail, and people just complain about it. Here's what I did. I built myself a box, big old box, and left it right outside of my house. And I put, when the people walk up, it says packages on it, so they just throw it inside the box. But yeah, get a lot of these people who they don't have anything, and it gets put on their doorstep. Then they get mad that the porch pirates grab it, and it's like, well, that's what we have out here. That's whereas if you have a box, they don't even see it. They don't even know it's there. So they're not going to get out of their car and come up. They're lazy. They're not going to come up and see if there's anything in your package box. So, and mine's pretty big. Not too much would be able to not fit or would stick out of it. And I just built it out of pallets and 2x4s. Didn't cost me anything but the price of the screws, and I already had those. That's living out here in the desert has definitely made me, I wouldn't say self-reliant. It's made me a little bit more where I use stuff. I don't let stuff go to waste. I try to reuse a lot of stuff. So yeah, I built that little box, and yeah, here's okay. Here's one of these weird desert things that you see out here. So you might be able to see that chain link fence. That's only 10 by 10, and there's railroad ties sticking out of the ground. I have no clue what the hell that was, what it's supposed to be, but that's where it is. Got a basketball here, basketball, and a tire over here. So all this stuff in the desert. Some days if I If I have the ability, I will remove it. Ooh, here's one thing I want to show y'all. This is, hopefully won't run across it. Snakes. It's too cold. Pretty cold. It's like in the 50s here today. But this is the remnants of a homestead. See the walls and everything built here. So, not very big. This is, I would say this is probably about 15 by 8. But yeah, here was the entryway. Come in here. There was a fireplace. Feeds outdoors. And the wall has collapsed. Old tin cans. That's really old. So these are things that you find out there. Now, occasionally, this is one's a little bit too far out. Occasionally, at stuff like this, if they're closer to town, that's where the tweakers will go to get high. Here's, I wonder if this was part of the roof. Some more tin cans and everything. There's a key. See a key stuck on it. But yeah, metal and wood. So I wonder if this was, here's a, so you could tell right here was a stucco structure. You have the pad. And clearly that was septic. So that's where they had the septic. But yeah, this one collapsed. This was only, I'd say 10 foot by 15. People built a lot of small places out here because it was easier to keep cool. But yeah, I'll just walk around when I come across one of these places. I'll go in and just kind of take a look around, see what's in there. That's of course, you get a lot of speculators out here. You get people from LA who will buy a property like this and be like, "Oh, it's worth 250,000. No structure, barely a concrete pad on it." That's they try to inflate the prices out here. It's not LA. It's not LA. You're not going to get LA prices. Why would I go? Why would I go pay 200,000 for a piece of land out here that someone from LA is trying to flip when I can get a similar piece up the road for a fraction of the cost? I've seen land out here, 5 acres, 25,000, which is unheard of for California, but it's the freaking desert. That's why it's so cheap. But for me, my neighbors out here, we're on the edge of town, so we don't have to deal with a lot of the crap that people in town deal with. So it's pretty nice. Whew. Yeah, this rain is coming. Hasn't hit me yet. It's definitely coming. I know some people popping in and out of the chat. Got any questions when you're in here? Feel free to leave them for me. I don't know if I'll bring you guys on a lot of my walks. Maybe. We'll see. But today just seemed like the thing to do. So here's somebody's. Okay, you see over my shoulder, here's somebody that have a pole with a camera on it. They're trying to protect their land. You can see there's those little rocks in a circle down there where someone had tried to have a bonfire. So you'll get that. You'll get people come out here on these properties trying to do stuff. Whatever. And we got a no trespassing sign. Is that what that says? Let's see if it's Javi View. Oh, they're probably letting people camp on it. You get a lot of that out here. People from all over come out here, Joshua Tree, and see if you're planning on going to the park, you can. You just can't take your dirt bikes. So you can't use those campgrounds. So it's getting to be a pretty good business of paying people to stay on their land and camp. There's nothing there. Maybe, maybe a couple things. But yeah, they'll pay people to let them camp on their land. And yeah, they get a place to camp, and they can go into the park and they can ride their dirt bikes. So you get to take advantage of this whole area. But it's happening. I'm not going to do it with my land. Nope, my land is going to be for me and me alone. But that's something a lot of people do out here. They'll buy a big piece of land and be like, yeah, if you want to come out and camp on it, it's cleared off. Good on them for making money. It's rough out here. This area in California is considered economically devastated. So if they can make money off it, do it. That's what I say. Another tire. You get a lot of tires tossed out here. And like I said, there's quite literally you can recycle them about 3/4 of a mile down the road. It's ridiculous. Here, I'll be able to show you a picture of a still standing homestead. That's a band. So lots of this out here. Lots of little places like that no one lives in anymore. What you find is some of these people got the land for free way back when, and they legally, when they got the land for free, they agreed with the government that they would put a dwelling on it, and it had to be a certain size. So you see a lot of these that are like 60 years old, all run down. But that's how the owner got the land at a really cheap price. Like my big ass coffee cup. I use this for fishing. This, and then I got my big old thermos. Well, that's my morning walk, people. Maybe I'll bring you along on a few more of these. But yeah, part of my morning routine, come out here. Nice little walk in. Today it's before the rain. When the clouds aren't here, you get some beautiful skies in the morning. So maybe I'll do this some more. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like this. Because if it's not, I'm not going to waste my time. But if you're like, yeah, I'd like to see, we can talk about whatever when I do it. I got some birds over here. Got hummingbirds. It's a little bit cold, but they're out today. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'm going to end this stream. But for those of you who checked in, thanks for coming in. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.